The messages to Raymond Nader from the book Saint Charbel, from his contemporaries to our day. Appendix. On the night of the 10th of November 1994, as he was praying in the cold open air near St. Charbel's hermitage, a young married man had an experience new to him of God's love, fatherhood and care. That man was Raymond Nader, and here is his story. I was praying as was my custom of many years, and this time in front of St. Charbel's hermitage in Anaya. I found myself in another world. Everything had stopped. I could see neither candles, which I had lit, nor the trees nor the ground anymore. I could hear no sound at all. I could not feel my body. I started seeing, but not with my eyes, things I had never seen in my life. I stopped hearing with my ears, but started hearing things I had never heard before. I started feeling in my heart a feeling that I had never felt before, as if my heart was no longer made of flesh and blood. I saw a strange and amazing light, unlike any light I had ever seen. It was a sea of light that extended from one end of the universe to the other. The sun would look like a candle, a small candle compared to that light. But it was not a natural light. Despite all its strength, it neither dazzled nor burned. A soft and smooth light, gentle, yet strong and powerful at the same time. It had a crystalline color and an extremely clear and pure light. I felt as if I were a tiny drop, swimming in a very great sea of powerful crystal light. I felt very safe, like a tiny baby swimming trustfully in the water of his mother's womb. I felt an indescribable joy and a great amazement. I felt as if I were perhaps standing, sitting, or swimming, or something else that I do not know. I was either present before a great being, or in the heart of a very powerful and marvelous being. The perfection of power, of knowledge, and of compassion and love. I felt as if I were in contact with someone, in a strange way, as if I was in contact with all the creatures of the world, together at the same time. It seemed the whole universe had become one, and I was a drop of it, as if the universe melted in this light, and so did I. Then, in a strange way, I entered into a dialogue with that light. He would talk to me without words, without voice, without language, but in a way clearer than any words and more eloquent than any language. That light was talking directly to my soul, and addressing my mind and my heart directly, without passing through my ears or my eyes or any of my senses, of which I was no more aware. I said to myself, I must be dreaming. He answered me in his way and in his language, which is devoid of words, sounds, or languages. He made me understand, in a very clear way, that he can neither be misinterpreted, misunderstood, or wrongly explained, that I was not dreaming, as if he was telling me, no, you are not dreaming. Yet I repeated to myself, I am certainly not conscious. In the same marvelous and clear way he explained to me that I was at the pinnacle of consciousness, and that I had never in my life reached a level of an awareness of my existence and of my being as I had at that moment. It was as if he was telling me, you are now more conscious than you have ever been in your life. You are at the most conscious moment of your life. Then I started wondering, where am I? What is this light? Who is this talking to me? At that moment, I felt the most awesome sensation a person can ever feel. A very great peace, an indescribable joy, an intense and absolute happiness, a complete and wonderful clarity, a pure and strong love that exceeds by millions of times the love that exists in the hearts of all human beings together. A great and tremendous love, yet unlike that of humans, a different one, a great divine love which only that light can grant. As I was overwhelmed by that wonderful feeling and completely melted in it, I heard him telling me, "This is me," as if I had known him for a very long time, since my birth, or even perhaps before I was born. I felt as if he knew me perfectly, since I had been formed in my mother's womb, and even before that, as if he knew each and every atom of my body, and knew each and every cell of my brain, and as if he knew the thoughts of my soul and my feelings far better than I did. I felt completely naked in front of him, and I felt that the light went through my body from one side to the other. This light does not cast shadows. He passes through everything. I felt that he entered every corner of my heart. I said to myself and thought that I wanted that light to stay permanently, and that I remain in him always, and that if he wanted to go away, that he might take me with him. But he answered me in his way, as if he was saying to me, "I am always here and everywhere. I do not go anywhere. I am always in time and out of it, in space and out of it." So far, this experience has been repeated 22 times. Each time, Mr. Raymond Nader receives a message. Here we are now publishing most of them according to Raymond. 5 messages are not yet published. Here are their contents. Message 1. Christ is the truth of love incarnate.